As you probably already read from the title of the video, since that might have been why you clicked on it, this is the introduction to what I hope becomes a series of videos that explain different parts of math. I'll probably start with calculus and then get into some more advanced topics, but I'm really making this more as a video to expand my learning, because I really do learn a lot from doing this, but also to give me some experience teaching and relaying some knowledge. I think the way that I want to go about this is that I want to explain calculus, which can often be a tricky topic. It's usually either some of the last math that most people take in college, or it's some of the first math that the math majors end up taking, and it's something that can often be relatively new and confusing. So I think with these videos I want to try to make it both as intuitive as possible, but also as in-depth with still making sense. So I want to explain all of the topics that I cover, both from an intuitive and maybe geometric sense, something that you can visually see, but then I also want to add a little bit of analytic flair that maybe most people won't see in a first or second year class, because it's more stuff that you learn when you take upper level classes, but I really don't think it's too challenging of concepts when you just think about it and think about how it relates. I guess to begin in this introduction, I can just sort of talk about what my view on calculus is, what I think it is as a subject in its own. And calculus is kind of this math that involves this idea of the really big and the really small. It's kind of the first time that you experience infinity as a concept, and as you experience, well, the opposite of that, these limits as you get smaller and smaller or closer and closer to number. And that idea of limits is really the core of calculus. Limits is one of the first things that you learn when you start this course, but everything that builds off of it, derivatives and integrals and all the applications of them, they all come down to limits. They all come down to getting really close to something, but not exactly being there. Getting infinitely close, but not exactly reaching it. So, part of this course is kind of being constructed as I'm making it. I still have a lot of figuring out to do, as this is kind of the first thing that I've done with this. But I do want to make this as good as possible, so of course if you ever have any feedback along the way, if you see anything that you would like to be improved, or just really any sort of critiques, I'm no expert, I'm just a second year math major, and of course I'll gladly take that. But yeah, I'm excited to start this, I'm excited to see where this goes, and I hope this at least proves to be helpful for some people.